love this mic stand. It's so professional, right? Have you seen it up close? It's doing really good. I'm having a good week because I haven't been called trans this week. I don't know what it is. People are like, are you trans? And I'm trans. I'll date them. Not the question is a little confusing, but good week so far. Does anybody, John was talking about gambling. Does anybody like to gamble? No. Cool. You guys have JOBs and you want to hold on to your money. I like to gamble, but not with money. One of my favorite forms of gambling is driving in Jacksonville. It's a little murky. I found out that you can only have 5 classes for speeding in your lifetime. And I found that out because the government sent me a letter saying you have taken all of the classes you can for the rest of your life. So I'm sure it's going to work out great for me. I do. I like to gamble. I also like to get Botox on Groupon. There we are. Discount websites for medical procedures. What could go wrong? Other than it not working. It says in the fine print, literally will not turn that frown upside down. And still, I'm like, let me get that $35 Botox. It'll be great. I dated somebody who would say what he thought was romantic things. Anybody resonate with that? What he thought was romantic? For instance, he would look at me with love in his eyes, just so sweet. And he'd be like, I love you so much. You're so trashy. On what street corner is that a compliment? I'm sorry. I'm so trashy, and that's what you love about me? Just because I dry chew my Plan Bs in the parking lot of Walgreens doesn't mean I'm trashy, right? Maybe it does. A little bit. He was a felon, which was kind of cool. I like to equal opportunity. I'm like, are you a felon? That's okay, still apply. I don't like guns, and I'm not trying to ruin my relationship with you guys already, but I'm not a gun person, and he wasn't allowed to have one because he was a felon. So the thing about being a felon is he got his felony in California. He got it for embezzlement. And I am a 6th generation Floridian. So I was like, well, that's not illegal here, because Rick Scott. Like, isn't that super legal here? I could have sworn. Turns out I'm wrong. It's not legal. So me encouraging him to do it a second time was like not the most helpful. I want to tell you about how not trashy I am with this next story. I had graduated from art school because my grandma said I could draw real good. That was a great idea. In 2009, to graduate with a useless degree, the economy was on fire, and I could not get a job other than restaurant work. So I felt like I was leaving money on the table as a bartender. So who is always hiring? Thank you. Nobody ever gets that. They're like, Joanne Fabrics. I'm like, strip club, obviously. So I go to the strip club and I get Charlotte Russe underwear. Does anybody know what Charlotte Russe is? Cool. You've been to Tacky Mall before. So I get Charlotte Russe underwear and matching get up, and I go in with my $80 boots. And I was in South Carolina. I thought it was going to go really well. At the end of my shift, I made $13. I was 20. I'm 43 now. So I wasn't like swinging my titties at him like, what's wrong? You don't want some of this? I was brand new. And I was in South Carolina with all my teeth. And I still made $13, right? So that felt pretty good. I always tell that story to parents because sometimes parents worry about their daughter getting on the pole. And I'm here to remind you that she may not make the team. Because I didn't. Just have some mint chocolate chip ice cream for her. some sweatpants maybe, because she should not have driven home in her outfit like I did. I got pulled over and the cop came up to the car and he's like, "How are we doing?" And I was just having the best night, right? I had just realized that like my art degree was worthless. My body visually was worthless. I mean, not worthless, worth $13. He's just like being super serious, and I'm still in my outfit because I'm not a professional. I didn't bring extra clothes. I wasn't like, I'm gonna need more clothes because I'm gonna interact with the police tonight. So I just unload on him. I'm like, I just graduated with an art degree that's super useless from a pyramid scheme school and tried stripping and I made $13. And mid-second sentence, he just starts walking backwards. Like, I hope you have a better night. And I'm a white entitled woman in South Carolina, so I'm leaning out the car yelling at him as he's backing away. And it did. It left an impression in my mind to not go back to South Carolina. But if there are those of you who are like, how did you make $13? Not like how did it happen, but the place, if anyone's taking notes, is Pleasures 2 in Greenville, South Carolina. And the cool thing is that they have like a floor. So that's part of why I didn't do very well. The other part is because apparently you're not supposed to do all the talking. Is that true? The guys are super quiet. They're with their wives. They're like, I don't speak English. I don't know. What's a strip club? I have no idea. But you're not supposed to do all the talking. I went up to this one guy. I hear that fan, and I just want to stand in front of it. Holy shit, I'm going to shoot an 80s movie later. I asked if he wanted to dance, and he's like, I'm here for destiny. And I'm like, is that your girlfriend? He's like, and I'm like, that's so supportive. That's cool. So he was not interested, and the rest of the 30 guys were also not interested. Last thing that I want to leave you with is the fact that I love Shrinky Dink. Does anybody know what Shrinky Dink is? Okay, so Shrinky Dink is how I like to put my notes, because it like gets so tiny. It starts out so large and it gets so tiny, just like some people's penises. I want to end on the fact that I have kind of a bitchy face, and it's okay. I'm not hurt about it because there are perks to it, such as homeless people don't bother. They walk up to me and then they turn around and they're like, she's good, which is awesome. I highly recommend it. Second thing is bridesmaids. I've never been asked. And it's awesome. Why should I pay $200 because you're happy for 6 months? What? Can you figure out why I haven't been asked? Because I can't figure it out. All right, that's been my time. My name is Tucker Lenora. Please welcome John back to the stage and have a great show. You're welcome.